to growth stack your product. Today I'm going to share with you guys 2 simple strategies to really take your product to the next level of growth and retention and just having your users be super excited to use the product. You know, I don't know if you need more customers or more revenue, more distribution, or really even just more retention. You know, you want to make sure that when your users sign up, your customers sign up, that they really feel the value that you offer. The strategies I'm going to share with you today is going to help you do that. And, you know, I remember when I was building Clarity, people asked us, like, how did you grow your network so fast? And it was using these same 2 strategies I'm going to share with you guys today. It was looking at the customer and saying, how can I get them to share it with more people? And then also, how do we take our product and embed it into other systems out there, other networks? And that is, it sounds very high level, but I'm going to walk you through this specific. So the first strategy is called Other People's Networks, or OPN. You know, I stole this from the real estate world where they talk about buying real estate with OPM, other people's money, other people's network. I mean, if you think about it, you know, YouTube's growth came from building an embeddable widget that they embedded into MySpace. So their network that they leveraged was MySpace. There's a really famous example of Airbnb in the early days. They don't do it anymore, but in the early days, they leveraged Craigslist, where they built a tool, a custom tool within their product to allow their customers to post the listings to Craigslist with like 3 clicks. That's an example of saying, where's the other networks that we can embed ourselves into and then have people discover our product through that? I mean, another example is Instagram and the ability to, you know, post it to all of the social networks out there. All those other social networks ended up being networks that Instagram leveraged. I mean, I remember early days, even email is another format of a network. You know, in Instagram, you can actually connect email addresses so that when you share, it's as simple as selecting it and posting it. So if you have, you know, your parents are older and they're not on Facebook or Tumblr or Instagram or whatever, and you want them to get those photos, you could do that. And that is the concept, to just ask yourself, what are other communities of networks where people, customers like ours, are spending time, and how can we create a feature or something within our product that would prompt the user and it would make total sense for them to share it into those other networks. And by doing that, they're going to discover your solution and want to use it as well. So that's OPN, Other People's Networks. The second strategy is called shareable moments. You know, I really believe that every product has the opportunity to introduce something in the experience flow that would make total sense to show the user and have them share it with somebody else, either in their life or on their team. You know, and you know, there's so many examples of this. People always say, well, how did Basecamp grow so fast? You know, the project management software. And the truth is it's project management. So like, you create a project, you invite people to collaborate on it. Or FreshBooks, right? FreshBooks grew tremendously. And the reason why is because you create an invoice and you invoice another customer, and then they go, wow, this experience was great. How can I, you know, sign up and use that product as well? So that's a shareable moment. But, you know, the nuance is as simple as if you have an enterprise tool, just create a report and then prompt the user to share that report with somebody else on their team. That's a really simple way to kind of have a new user turn into, like, instead of just 1.3, because if you can get 30% of the people that share that report to have them sign up and use the product, they're going to love it more. They're going to integrate it into their business and their lives more, and they're going to have people retain. And I think that's the key. Is growth is really first about retention and then adding more user acquisition using these 2 strategies. So, you know, there's so many other examples from like Quora. After you answer a question, they prompt you to post it on social media. There's these moments in your product that you probably haven't really thought too much about, but it's a shareable moment. It's logical, it's intuitive, that if you take this information, show it to your customers, and ask them to share it with their team or somebody in their life, they're gonna do it, which then, you know, you have a link in that email or whatever to prompt them to sign up and use the product yourself. Those are the 2 strategies I want to share with you guys today. OPN and shareable moments to growth stack your product. And as per usual, I want to ask you to sign up for my newsletter to get other private videos and trainings for you delivered exclusively to your inbox. And I want to challenge you to live a bigger life and a bigger business. And I'll see you next Monday.